think we've got time for one more question. Ed, do you want to ask yours?
Oh, thanks for remembering my name. I feel intellectually outclassed in this room, so I'm going to ask this question in the hope it makes me sound smarter than I really am. So Douglas once wrote a while ago about the importance of the fundamental interconnectedness between all things, that if you follow a thread, no matter how tangential, however, no matter how intractable the problem is, it'll eventually lead you to the solution. Has that helped either of you in your careers or your daily lives? Sorry.
I think that's an excellent question. There's no need to apologize at all. Did it make sense as a question? So the interconnectedness of all things, does it help in research? Is perhaps the question.
Yes. I mean, yes and no, I guess. I think in order to solve a problem, you have to break it down into something that is tractable. So you have to break it down into something that you can actually ask a clear question of. But it's really important not to get too focused on. So I was a modeler before, not that kind of modeler, but a computer modeler. And so it's very easy to believe your models, to make this abstract world in which you know all the parameters and you can make that abstract world do anything that you like, and then you think that that's the truth. And then you kind of directly relate it to the real world. And so while you simplify and you break down, you must always just refer back out to the reality and make sure that you test anything that you find in the complexity of the real world. So, you know, you can have a lab or a model system, and then you have to test it in the field. And in the field, it's all very complicated. And then you have to think about, all right, so I'm trying to answer just this one strand. I'm following this one piece of cotton to the end of the line, but that piece of cotton is part of a jumper. And you must never forget that. So I think it's a fascinating balancing act, which is what makes it so interesting to do research, I think.
Yeah, and standing on the shoulders of giants as well, right? So what we do is a tiny drop in the ocean, but people have come before us and people will come after us. So like you were saying with, you know, teaching and mentoring, it never ends. Science never ends. So yes, we might have finished a particular theme of dolphin research, but then other questions open up from that. So it's all connected. But I guess another interpretation of everything being connected with my research, it's this weird juxtaposition between humans should stop thinking they're so unique and stop seeing ourselves as this pinnacle thing and, oh no, those other animals wish they could be us. There's that side of it. We're not that special, but we do have this epic responsibility as humans to stop messing the planet up. That is only in our hands. Other species cannot do anything. So I guess as a scientist, you're continually zooming in and zooming out. You're zooming in and trying to say, okay, we're not that special. Humans, we're all connected, but then zooming out and saying, oh, actually, we're the only ones that can sort this mess out.
Dr. Faye Clark and Professor E.J. Milner-Gulland, thank you so much for joining us here this evening. It's been so fascinating.